It's a Coronet film.
Okay.
It's-
Marriage is a partnership?
did,
Oh, yeah.
did you know that?
Limo D. Rockwood.
I met with him before we got married. And that's the train I took
For what?
to get to Ankara.
Oh, it's a long train.
And there's me.
On our way now. Can't turn back.
Where's she going?
A lot of
She's
courage
getting
to
married.
get on this train. I wonder what will happen from now on.
She doesn't know?
A lot has happened in the last year. Our first year of marriage.
She looks really happy
Good
about it.
start. I remember coming home from a wonderful honeymoon.
Yeah,
We were so fortunate. Our housing problem was taken care of.
that's true for us.
Pete's mother owned a two-family house. She was a
Ah!
woman who lived upstairs, and we were going to live downstairs.
We didn't have, the mother does not live
Pete had a
upstairs,
good job.
which is good.
Worked in the same plant as my dad. But Dad didn't introduce us, though.
That's
We met
fortunate.
at the church.
What?
They met at the church.
Oh, I thought the dad
I
was the
still
head of the
haven't
church.
forgiven Daddy for not telling me about Pete. In our 2 years of courting and engagement, we had come to know a lot about each other.
You didn't carry me.
About how we learned how much we weighed.
Stood the test of, well, 2 years' time anyway.
Ugh.
There we were. in
And our
own
pillows.
Place. Place that was to be our home. At least for a while.
They didn't know where they're living? I don't.
No, presumably that's just some stranger stuff
And we were both so tired.
of each other.
Well, they have a fire. That's good.
Daddy. Duchess, madam, here is thy royal throne. Seat thyself in royal splendor while I shall get thee thy royal cup of coffee.
If I ever act like that, please kill me.
I will,
'Tis creamed and sugared
I don't-
exactly to my taste.
And if you act like
Thou
that,
shalt be my royal brewmaster
You
from
can kill me.
coffee from this day forward.
no, I'll just give you bad coffee.
From this day forward.
savage.
Have and to hold.
Oh,
Oh, Pete. We're going to
Oh,
be so
Pete.
happy together.
can you mind if I call you Pete?
Yes, please. From now on, call me Pete.
Oh, they're legs.
I feel so comfortable with you.
They look very comfortable.
Yeah, it's-
I feel like I can take my shoes off.
Oh, I thought she was about to say.
aren't they married? Like, is this really?
Honey, do you feel like you can take your shoes off in front of me?
We could always keep what we
I know
had
you always
together.
wear your shoes to bed. It's a bad.
Meanwhile, the train keeps going.
From the beginning, we were learning to live together and to love together. Learning to adjust different sexual responses.
What? Oh, they're gonna get into that?
Time doesn't stand still. And marriage is far more than loving together and enjoying companionship.
That's for sure.
It's making decisions together. And we had to learn to plan as partners. That first Monday morning, I was so proud of my man going out to earn a living for us. And Pete was so proud of me.
Sorry.
Cooking our first married meal.
Thank you for cooking our
Then,
first married meal.
suddenly, it was time for Pete to go to work.
And I was alone.
He said he didn't want to go, but he was a responsible married man now.
And he had to leave the house as quickly as
You
possible.
have to adjust to many changes. And well, we had decided I should quit my job when we married.
Oh,
What?
Maybe I
Oh.
should say quit my paycheck. I
what?
still had a job.
Oh.
Yes, the job of marriage.
Sometimes I regretted that decision.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Job. For one thing, I missed those paychecks. And staying home was hard.
And capitalism.
It was an adjustment I had to work out.
Sit there, honey. Don't
Like,
get up.
What is that? God. Oh.
But there were satisfactions in being a married pair. One thing was our partnership.
We should refer to ourselves as a married pair
Conflicts
from
over
now
money
on.
can be a real problem in marriage.
Sounds more like a
But we
fruit.
decided together how Pete's salary would be spent. Maybe we didn't always agree, but we decided together.
And then we resented each other.
Our joint decisions on this and other problems of home management helped in my adjustments from a working girl to a non-employed wife.
That's
Aided by little bits of fun and thoughtfulness, the partnership flourished.
like
He licked the thing and then kissed her, so,
So-
she has...
Another thing.
her lips are stuck together.
My sense of accomplishment. I had a lot to learn about cooking
And
and
cake
keeping house.
baking.
And sometimes those things can seem unimportant and dull.
And I felt like stabbing him with the
wife
cake.
does appreciate her
knife.
husband's appreciation.
She just threw the towel.
And,
Did you
of
see that?
course, that works both ways.
Well, technically, she's thrown in the towel of her whole life.
Sometimes I shared his enthusiasms. And there were times when I had to help absorb his frustrations.
About mashing
It
a
was all
potato?
part of the partnership. Of course, our marriage had its ups
Is he
and downs.
dead? Why is
They
she...
all do.
I hope he's
But I
dead.
guess we had worked out pretty good adjustments on affections and our sex life, and decisions and our money
I
matters.
hope they get into the sex life
Adjusting
thing.
to each other, adjusting to our marriage.
I want to
sort
see
of
these
showed
two
us how
go
to
at
face
it.
These problems. But on another potential source of trouble, in-laws.
Oh.
When we first planned to move into that two-family house, I thought of all those mother-in-law jokes. Still,
Countless.
It couldn't apply to nice people like us. But there were things like I was planning my first bridge luncheon. Honey, Jane can't come on Thursday. Wonder who I should get for a fourth.
Mother plays a good game of bridge.
Yes, but
Mother.
maybe she wouldn't enjoy playing with a bunch of giddy girls.
Oh, honey, she loves it. She likes young people.
She likes to eat them for breakfast.
Of course, I asked her. She insisted on bringing a fancy cake.
It didn't look very fancy, but
It was delicious.
you haven't eaten it yet.
Helped make a good party. But it wasn't my party.
It was
Afterwards,
her party.
Pete said he was glad I had asked her. Said she could have seen from upstairs that something was going on. Might have felt
You think she's been doing that this whole time?
Probably.
Hitting their bedroom ceiling with a shovel?
as if we were living in a huge goldfish bowl.
Yeah.
But I couldn't explain it to Pete. Oh, it wasn't all bad. Pete's
Lingerie.
mother and I had good times together. Shopping, for instance. I could learn a lot from her.
How to shop?
And getting bargains. The little tips on Pete's special likes and dislikes.
He
Oh,
always
God.
pees in the tub.
One afternoon, Pete stopped in upstairs to deliver a package his mother had asked him to pick up.
And then he stayed there for days.
To drop into his mother's on his way from work 2 or 3 times a week.
That's not creepy at all. I mean, we
I
must
didn't
love our
mind
mothers,
so
but
much supper being late. I kept telling myself.
thought that
But somehow, it seemed on those nights, we always got into an argument, sooner or later.
don't throw your hat over there. I hope she murdered.
I tried to tell Pete how I felt, but it was no use. He'd just get sore and make some crack about my family. I thought my family was pretty wonderful.
There they are.
Dad and
Oh.
I were real pals. We talked things over. About Pete's mother, I mean. Dad could understand. So could Mom.
And the cat.
We had some good chats together on Saturday afternoons when Pete would play golf.
Honey, are you like getting into the story?
I'm sorry, I'm not commenting too much.
See the way Mom and Dad understood each
It's
other.
just so sad. I'm
Each
sorry.
other's needs. Sometimes without a word being spoken. They had really grown together in their marriage.
You ever think you'll get her hair cut?
No, no.
Well, in
Are
more
those
ways than
scorpions?
one,
No.
It was a long fall and a cold, hard winter. Meanwhile, we were still working out other adjustments together.
Like steak eating.
Little things. My serving liver and learning to enjoy it because Pete liked it so much.
Ugh.
Big things.
Bless you.
Pete's realizing that a wife still likes to
He
go out
kept that in
once
his
in a while.
armpit?
Remembering the anniversary of our engagement, with tickets to a special show he knew I'd been wanting to see. Married life isn't all Hollywood moonbeams and honeysuckle, but it can
We
be
have
mighty
tons of
satisfying
honeysuckle here.
at times.
Remember when I brought that bushel
Came
of
spring,
honeysuckle?
and my first spring house cleaning. And, well,
Is she using a
it was Pete's
spatula on
mother.
a... No.
It wasn't that she criticized me, or even told me how to do things. But somehow, whatever I did, she did too. But in a different way. And it seemed to me she always thought her way was better.
So they got a divorce, I'm assuming.
Oh, after 2
It
years?
probably wouldn't have mattered if we hadn't lived in the same house. But I felt so awkward. And
Yeah.
superior. And mad.
Nah. Nah. Nah.
That evening,
I set
after
fire
supper,
to the house.
I thought the time seemed ripe to talk to Pete about us. But suddenly,
Daddy, I got a surprise in today's mail. An offer of another job. Wonderful job. But way over in Central City.
The plot thickens.
Let's talk it over. It's time we get away. Do something really decisive about the influence of your parents on our marriage.
my parents...
Now, listen to me all the way, honey, before you get mad. It's time well, we've got to talk this thing out.
My tie is hideous.
You don't know what it's like working in the same plant as your wife's father.
Dad likes you, Pete. He's done so much for you.
Oh, I'm sure he has, dear. I know. Your dad's been swell.
But I hate him.
Try to understand me. It means so much to have you understand.
Golly.
He hasn't said anything
Feel
understandable.
that way, Pete. Just do. There must be reasons.
Well, they may not seem very important to you.
Tell me, Pete.
Things like, well, when I got that promotion in December, you said how grand it was of your dad to help. I mean, praising me to the boss and all. Oh, I felt as though I earned that raise myself. And stories of influence like that didn't help me with the other fellas. And then you appreciated your dad's efforts. I wanted
Would you marry this
to
guy?
appreciate mine.
Do I act like this?
No.
Darling,
Thank God,
how
no.
could I have been so stupid?
And I heard when you carried our family troubles to your folks.
How could I have been
Spoke of
so
that house as home
stupid?
and compared us with your folks.
I have to go
I
Where are you
understand.
going?
away from the
Come to
screen.
think of it, Peter. I suppose
How
part of
long
me
is
never
this?
really
Thank you for
cared.
agreeing to do this, by the way.
How could I really build our marriage with part of me wanting
Seriously,
them
how
to
long is
approve
it?
everything I did?
It's another 4 hours long. And then they have wild, passionate
Gosh, what a
sex.
difference when you see the other fellow's point of view. When you recognize that you aren't the
Her
only
only
one with
job.
That was it?
problems. We did have to face the other issue. It was hard telling Pete about his mother, so he wouldn't think of it as a counterattack.
Oh
He
God.
tried to understand, and I tried to be fair about it. I could see that I'd been on the defensive. I hadn't understood that a widow might sort
He
of
looks like he's
lead the
gonna
man
kill her.
around
What
the
was that
house.
look?
And Pete said that that both of us needed to grow up more. Needed to grow away from our parents a bit more.
Hmm.
Ah,
We've grown up a lot, just and I, haven't we, hon?
And we can
Let's
talk
grow
our
up some
troubles
more
out this way
in the
with
bedroom.
growing together. Sure helps a lot when you can bring things out in the open.
that would be more interesting.
Yeah, because she casually mentions their sex life, you know.
It doesn't really say anything though. It's just
That's the real story here.
they don't have
That
one.
is a big change, and
That's
to
the
run away
problem.
from my parents now.
Wouldn't be running away. You really want that new job, Pete? And that's what we want. Yes, it's a big change. New friends, new home, church.
New husband.
New adjustments in living. There'll be other problems ahead. Bigger problems. But it'll be the two of us, working together.
Oh, he was in the bathroom.
Hey, where have you been?
Talking to the conductor, trying to get Pullman accommodations. And I got them.
Oh, gee, Pete, you're thoughtful.
Hey, Duchess, what am I doing on this seat?
Pete and I will both miss our folks. All of them. The grandmothers would have made good babysitters.
Oh
Wherever
God.
Pete's job takes us, even back to our hometown.
Oh,
I
please
know
take me
we'll
back
work
to my
things
hometown.
out together as partners.
Alev, how's the baby coming?
Oh, not coming.
The end.
Thank God.
Mwah. Thank you, honey, for joining me.
No, no.